All right. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Reyes Ramirez with the Resource Roundup with me, Reyes. Welcome back. If you've been here before, if this is your first time, well, Fresh Arts is an nonprofit arts. It's a nonprofit arts organization based primarily out of Houston, Texas. But through channels such as this, we have a much further reach. And so what this is that pretty much in 20 minutes, around 20 minutes, you're going to get caught up in all kinds of opportunities such as grants, jobs, skill building workshops, all that good stuff, and hopefully in a reasonable amount of time. Because I know as a writer, reading all those different opportunity boards and newsletters and all those openings on different websites, it's pretty much its own little job. And so hopefully this makes that process more navigable, because often the resources that I choose hopefully are curated to be more accessible, and by that I mean like free to apply to, or the investment, whether it be like a submission fee, is commensurate with I don't know why words today are escaping me, but is equal to the reward, right? So if you think about it in that way, and so hopefully in a few minutes you'll be caught up with everything that I've researched and curated and found for you, in the hopes that you reach your new levels of success and have access to funds that you wouldn't consider before, all that good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First off, though, with all that being said, if you've never applied to a grant, or if you have and you want a new way to think about these things, I want to steer you towards our downloadable toolkits. You can download these toolkits anytime. And so in essence, what you'll find is toolkits to, one written by me is a grant proposal, intro to grant proposal writing. Another you'll find is project budget, how to do a project budget proposal. Another thing you'll find is artist statement and biography writing. So if you apply to a lot of grants or jobs, they'll ask you for an artist statement or a bio. And so if you've never done that, or if you have done that and looking to tweak it, we have a toolkit just for that, written by a very talented Isis Fernandez Rojas, a really great writer here in Houston. And so with all that being said, let's get right to it. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we can get started with all these resources that I found for you today. All right. So the first thing I want to bring up is Art League Houston's got an opening for Director of Exhibitions Curatorial Projects. So if you ever want to be, so if you're a curator, arts organizer, you should throw your hat into this. They're a great organization. I've worked with them before on an exhibition, and they're incredibly nice and receptive to ideas. And so here's a good opening for them. I'm bringing this up first because it's pretty much open until it's filled, so I can't really guarantee or say anything in regards to when it's due. So in essence, as soon as you hear about this and you're interested, just apply, because again, the position will remain open until filled, and so I can't tell you, you have until this time to apply. So as soon as you hear this, as soon as you see this, go for it. Up next, and by the way, we have tons of jobs coming up, so if you're looking for a job, you came to the right episode. The University of Houston Center, Cynthia Woods Mitchell Center for the Arts, they're looking for a program coordinator. Again, same thing. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you it's due at a certain time. This is pretty much due as soon as you see this. So as soon as you see this, get started on the application. It doesn't say when the application closes, or at least I couldn't find anything like that. But either way, they're looking for someone to administer some programs and coordinate some programs to make sure they get done. You assist in all the usual office and clerical work, and really make sure that those programs get off the ground. And so as a program coordinator right now, it's, if you've ever wanted to work in the arts and work with artists, this is a really cool position. All right, and finally, the first job with an actual deadline, Mercury Chamber Orchestra. Today is the 19th, so this is due tomorrow, Friday, August 20th. They're looking for a patron relations manager. You essentially manage fundraising data, have sales goals. It all states it right here. They also break down the role. And so this is open to you. So as soon as you see this, again, apply, but because this is due tomorrow. This is the Mercury Chamber Orchestra Patron Relations Manager. We have the Terramoto guest editor and curator. This is a journal magazine that does art criticism and curatorial work. This is a kind of it's based out of Mexico, and so it's a publication based out of Mexico. So knowing Spanish is very important for this role. But if you're bilingual, here it is. They have an opening for a guest editor and curator where you'll do some work on their journal and work some of their issues. You get paid in installments, and you also get to go to Mexico. Where does it say? You work from home, and so you work from home, but then you go to Mexico City for I think a trip. It says, yeah, it's right here. So you get a 2 to 3 week trip to Mexico City financed by Terramoto. So if it's all this. So this is due tomorrow as well. Up next, we have writers in the schools. They are looking for writers, so teaching writers. I've worked with them. I've been in this role before. In essence, you would go to a school and you would teach creative writing for about an hour, or whatever the agreed upon amount of time that you teach at that school. You get paid $60 an hour. The kids, they love art, and so they love the writing, and so that's a really fun position. This is due Monday, August 23rd. Up next, we have a skill building opportunity. This is Art League Houston's Healing Art Program. This is a really, really great program. This is due August 27th, next Friday. And so in essence, this is art classes for people with different severe illnesses such as cancer, multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, and other physical disabilities. And so this is a program catered for that group. And so if you fall within this group, it's a really, really amazing program. And they have an awesome art exhibition that features those artists every year. So this is due August 27th. And I believe this is, if you're selected to go in, I believe it's free. Up next, we have a DiverseWorks Fall Arts Administration Internship. This is due Tuesday, August 31st. It's an internship. If you ever want to get into kind of the arts and get to know how a gallery runs or a nonprofit arts gallery operates, this is an internship that is paid a small stipend. So check it out. Next, we have another position opening at Writers in the Schools. This time it's the Development Associate. This is in kind of a nonprofit arts kind of context. This is usually the people who deal with fundraising and making sure that the organization, so right here, you work with donors and stakeholders, all that good stuff. And so this is due Tuesday, August 31st at the end of the month. Up next, we have the Woodlands Art Gallery and Studios. They are looking for a gallery manager. They are located west of I-45, north of Rayford and Sawdust Road, Spring, Texas. This is due Tuesday at the end of the month. They're looking for a gallery manager. You get a salary and sales commission. Up next, we have the Gulf Coast Journal 2021 Tony Beauchamp Prize in Critical Art Writing. So if you're an art writer and you've written art criticism or articles on art within the last year, this is a free contest you can enter, and you get $3,000 if you win, and 2 runners-up will get $1,000. So Houston writers, writing by Houston artists, I totally support you. Get to it. Also due at the end of the month is the DaVinci Foundation Davy Grants. They have a short film grants program to award 2 $5,000 cash grants and 2 gear grants accompanied by $2,500 in cash to help emerging filmmakers take their short film script through production to screens around the world. So in essence, yeah, if you apply to this, you'll have a chance to win $5,000 and $2,500 for equipment. So not sure if that's a lot. To me, it sounds like a lot, but if you're a filmmaker, I'm sure every bit counts. So definitely check this one. This is due at the end of the month, August 31st, Tuesday. It is a $35 fee, so keep that in mind. Up next, we have COVID-19 relief grant for artists working in craft disciplines from Surf Plus. This is due Tuesday, August 31st, the end of the month. And so what this is that this grant provides $1,000 to artists working in craft disciplines who are facing dire circumstances due to food, housing, and or medical insecurities as a result of the ongoing pandemic. So it's a $1,000 grant to essentially pay for food, housing, or health insecurities. And so this is for craft artists, so sculptors, metalsmiths, all that good stuff. This is for you. It is free to apply. And the next 3 are actually opportunities from the Houston Arts Alliance. The due dates are not for a while, but I'm mentioning them now so that you get on this as soon as you can. And so Houston Arts Alliance, they have 3 grants up for different contexts for art in the arts. And the first one is the 2022 Support for Artists and Creative Individuals grant. So this is the one that pays for an individual artist's kind of project. This provides up to $15,000, and it is free to apply. And this is due September 10th. And so look up their guidelines and see what they're looking for. They're usually looking for something that has a public-facing result. So just keep that in mind. And so, yeah, this is $15,000. Their next opportunity is support for organizations. So rather than the first one we saw was for individual artists, this is for organizations. So nonprofit organizations, I believe. And so they have different levels. And so if you're an organization, I'm sure you know more about this than I do. So just letting you know, it's up for grabs. And finally, we have Houston Arts Alliance's 2022 Festival Grant. This provides $10,000 to fund arts festivals or arts components of cultural festivals. And so this is usually for collectives or artists working together to put on a festival or the festival body itself. I believe, I'm sorry, I just need to check. One thing you might need to call ahead and see is if you need, I'm sure you do, but if you need a fiscal sponsor or you need a 501c3, definitely read the rules more in depth to find that out. So this is due, again, September 10th, and it's free to apply. Ooh. And so there you have it. Lots of grants, lots of jobs, lots of things to go up for. Again, you should always want to advocate for the betterment of your life, get all the funds, get all the money that you can. Never be afraid to stand up for what you believe you require for your career. And so I, as an artist, will always support that for any artist looking to improve their situation. So this is what this show is about. As always, thank Natalie in the back end, who is doing the cool graphics and everything. And so again, get at it, get all the money, get all the jobs. And if you do, let me know, and I will sing about you. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.